Despite supporting President on Rivers, NAS added clauses to reduce the 6-month emergency rule. Spokesperson Adaramodu. The spokesperson of the Senate, Senator Yemi Adaramodu, has said that despite approving the declaration of state of emergency in Rivers State by President Bola Tinubu, the National Assembly added some clauses outside what the President brought to the Assembly. Which clauses? That we are just finding out the clauses now. According to him, the clauses were included to reduce the 6-month period of the emergency rule to how many months? To how many months? 5.5 months, because you are not telling us now. The clauses were to reduce the 6-month period of the emergency rule to how many? Noting that Nigerians are not even talking about the additional clauses because you did not tell us the additional clauses. Did you tell the Nigerians about the additional clauses? When did you tell us that? And why are you not giving a specific month? The clauses were included to reduce the 6-month period to 5 months, 4 months, 3 months. So how many months? You are not telling us. You say Nigerians are not even talking about the additional clauses. Like as if you told Nigerians about a clause in the first place. These Senate people, The Senate spokesperson also dispelled the notion that the 10th National Assembly under Senator Godswill Akpabio is a rubber stamp to the executive arm of government. We are a rubber stamp. If you like, accept. If you like, don't accept. People are rubber stamp. Adaramodu, representing Ekiti South Senatorial District at the National Assembly, made this known when he was responding to questions from newsmen at the weekend in his hometown Ilawe Ekiti, Ekiti State. Speaking on the state of emergency declared in Rivers State by President Bola Tinubu, Adaramodu said, "I might not even want to talk about it because it is already a matter for litigation, but just the few areas that concerns the legislature. It is very important that in Nigeria, everybody wants to interpret the rules and even the constitution the way he or she likes. I said 200 million Nigerians, 200 million interpretations of the constitution. Everybody is a lawmaker in Nigeria. Everybody is a lawyer. Everybody is a judge. If a judge gives judgment elsewhere, everybody will say this is how the judge should have given it. If the lawmaker make any law, everybody will say this is how the lawmaker should have made it. This is the same way they are even interpreting our standing orders and rules for us, which are your standing orders. If Nigerians say that this is the way you should take your rule, this is the way you should make your rule, I think we have the right to do that. Because it is our money that is paying you salary. Abi, your salary, who is paying you? Is the taxpayers' money. So if everybody say this is how the judge should have given it, or this is how the lawmaker should make law, we are on our right now. That is the same way they are even interpreting our standing orders and rules for us. Which rules? Which rules are you people talking about? There are rules, there are standing orders. Section 60 of the Constitution has given it expressly that the Senate and the House of Representatives are going to make rules and laws that will guide their activities internally because it is not a house of Babel. This one, it passed House of Babel. It's not House of Babel. They are accusing the Senate President of sexual harassment. It's House of what? I beg you. It's not an animal farm. It's not an animal farm. I don't know the place where they saw all the Senate. They've been a senator, they call them. I don't know where they picked them from. So we have guidelines, and the guidelines are that even in the Constitution, outside the 305 section that stipulate that there could be emergency rule in any part of Nigeria. Now, if there is imminent danger that can jeopardize the peace and the smooth running of the country, which will be determined by the president. And when it is not absolute, why it is not absolute is that it will still come to the National Assembly to consider, and then the National Assembly constitutionally is given only 48 hours. They think they talk, just they talk palabra. 2 days to look at it, to consider it, and then there are other prescriptions. And what are the prescriptions? The prescriptions are when a state of emergency is declared and when it is going to be considered straight. It must be through closed section because it is a security matter. Indeed, it is a security matter. Security matter that it cannot just be debating, that it cannot just open to the world for everybody to just be either interpreting or misinterpreting. Because we are gullible like you people, Abi. We don't have sense. We know what is going on. We know your plans. We know your plans. Everything that people are doing just to make sure that you monopolize River State to yourself. Nobody is misinterpreting or interpreting anything. There's nothing wrong in River State that made him to declare a state of emergency, and on top of that, suspended the governor. It's wrong. People cannot just speak the truth for once in your life. It is there that it has to be debated in a closed session. And then after that closed session, when you look at your order 134, 135, and 136, it stipulates that anything you have agreed upon which you have debated exhaustively at a closed session, you cannot bring it to the plenary and be discussing it and be debating it again. But people who do not know the rules and laws and the orders, they'll be interpreting it. Maybe you should fill us in. Nigerians should know all of these things. Because we are the ones that employed the people there to be making rules and laws. Even the president, it's Nigeria that has employed him there. Even though it is Magomago that he used to enter, because we are the ones that are supposed to vote in our leaders, vote in our presidents, but yet they'll still do Ojoro to enter. Are debating, they're interpreting it anyhow. You are doing this, you are doing that. Now gibberish they talk. Gibberish now they talk. So on that day, it was brought, we took it to a closed section, and also doing voice votes. Is voice vote in the constitution? Are you supposed to do voice vote for that kind of situation? You cannot talk on that one now. You just be talking and see the people that you are talking to, they are momos. So we took it to the closed section as stipulated by the laws and the rules after exhaustively debating it. It doesn't mean that everybody must support it. Even if it was not state of emergency, if they want to give sugar and milk to every Nigerian, so if you are debating it, it doesn't mean that everybody will support it. Can you, if they want to give sugar and milk to every Nigerian, see what it's using to do example. These people learn more. It is well. So definitely when we got in there, we debated exhaustively and we all agreed there. You agreed indeed. Liars. So we all agreed at the closed session that we put there, and which is outside what the president brought, like saying it may not last 6 months. If they're saying that the atmosphere is conducive, 2, that the sole administrator will not only be reporting to the presidency, that the National Assembly will continually and continuously adjudicate and do oversight functions. I beg you, how many months? It may not last 6 months. How many months will it last? You cannot tell us. It will last 5 months and 29 days. They hear the smell. Teffi Fele says, because you are worth the 200 million people say you are. Yes. Look at how lengthy your defense are, because you are misleading the masses. They are just lying. And all of them are a bunch of liars. Lying. Defending rubbish. There's no law that is against the common interest of the citizens. You change national anthem, it's within seconds. All of it is about the interest of APC, the rogue political party. Exactly. Just coming, spitting lies in his mouth. I beg. And listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.